Previously on Prehistoric Emergence.
G.P.A.C has asked us to announce that they are actively mobilizing global military forces to effectively manage the prehistoric emergence.
Stay alert.
France is experiencing a massive surge in pest populations, devastating the country's crops. G.P.A.C has deployed a specialized force armed with an experimental pesticide designed to eliminate insects the size of Meganora and smaller. Public concern is mounting over G.P.A.C's use of an experimental, possibly untested pesticide in populated areas. Adding to the unease, G.P.A.C has not disclosed the pesticide's ingredients or potential side effects, leaving many questioning this approach.
Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm prepping Arthur's fourth meal out of 6 today. It's kale again. I know, not exciting at all, but finding food that isn't contaminated with the pesticide is getting tricky. The good news is he's getting his favorite dinner. He's going to be pretty excited. So, updates on my end. I quit my job about 2 weeks ago now. Next week. Not ideal, but taking care of a growing prehistoric creature has been a full-time job. Doesn't exactly pay the bills in the same way, but we'll figure it out. Arthur's worth it. Anyways, I need to talk to you all about something serious. I don't usually bring things up like this, but tomorrow is really important for France. The exile manifestation is happening. We are marching to demand that G.P.A.C leave our country. They mandated this experimental pesticide to solve France's prehistoric crisis. I'll admit it's working. The pesticide is decimating the Meganora population, but it does not discriminate. Even if you do not have sympathy for these poor creatures, you must know that we are not immune to its effects. I could go on, but at this point, the pesticide is wounding France far worse than any Meganora ever could. The news keeps pushing this apocalypse narrative. That it's us versus them. Men versus prehistory. Don't get me wrong, the emergence is serious. People have died. But it doesn't mean extinction. It means adaptation. The reason I started this vlog is to show that man and prehistory can coexist. Anyhow, enough of my rant. Arthur's not getting any less hungry. He's been a little shy today. I'm going to leave his bowl here, and I'll switch to the feed cam so you can all watch. So, a lot of you have been asking what exactly Arthur is. Allow me to explain. Arthur is an Arthropleura borealis. Before the emergence, we never found fossils or proof they ever existed. A species from a chapter of time we never got to read. The borealis are, as some of you have noticed, they are related to Arthropleura. We already knew of, but their coloration is some sort of warning for predators. They can also survive in low temperatures. I can't remember exactly how, but it has something to do with the glycerol and the diapods. Something like that. So them being named after a winter deity is not totally unfitting. People also wonder how I met Arthur. Me and Arthur met some months back, little after when the Meganera showed up. I used to leave out raisins for the birds, and Arthur kept beating them to it. One night I left the door open and I came downstairs and to see Arthur staring at the box of raisins. He already ate all the ones outside, of course. He just wanted more. I let him out, but he always came back. I couldn't count with 10 hands how many times you all told me to invest in a flamethrower. But when I look at him, I only ever see beauty. But my parents, maybe not so much. But they weren't fond of anything that crawls out of formations. No matter how cute or horrifying, it's not a mystery either. Our family lost their home to G.P.A.C.'s zoning law. We were too close to one of the openings. Anyhow, fingers crossed my apartment doesn't come next. Alright, pretty much ready for the exile manifestation. Made a couple of signs. Here I'm telling G.P.A.C. what I want them to do. And here I am telling G.P.A.C. what they are. I'm actually quite excited. Arthur, none! Arthur has been very antsy to go outside lately. Training an Arthropleura is not as easy as it looks. Anyways, time to go. Wish me luck! It was beautiful. There were thousands of people there. So many people standing together, finally being vocal. Oh, some of the people there even recognized me. Who would have thought, little old me? They said that Arthur gives them hope. That if I can coexist with the prehistoric emergence, they might be able to as well. Anyway, before I reward Arthur with some raisins, I am looking around for droppings. In other words, poop, for lack of a better term. What is... Mon Dieu. Is it? Also is a girl. Also is going to be a mother. I'm going to be a grandfather. Thank you everyone for being with me during this precious moment. I will be taking a break from the vlogs as I will be taking care of my children. I don't believe it. Hey everyone. So, update for you all. Arthur's keeping the eggs warm, so that's good. I have no idea how I'm going to afford this once they hatch. So, I might have to start a GoFundMe. I don't know. The food alone costs. Who's there?
Antoine Roux.
Yes, and you are?
We received reports you've been harboring a prehistoric organism, and we've linked your address to several online posts inciting retaliation against G.P.A.C operations.
That isn't
You
true.
are ordered to comply as we enter your residence to euthanize the creature.
Wait, none of it's true. Please. Please. You don't. Cells?
We're gonna need you to put the phone away.
I can record for my own safety. I have rights.
Mr. Roux, refusal to comply constitutes obstruction of G.P.A.C investigation. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but do you have a cell order?
The nature of your charge puts you under our jurisdiction. We don't need a search order.
I know my rights. I'm sorry, but No, please, no! Yo, take me!
Shut up, you fucking priest! Sympathizer! You find it?
Searched everything but the basement. Thought you'd want to join in on the fun.
Let's get this over with.
Maybe after this whole pesticide thing, they'll station us back in the States.
Theropods and this dark day are much more dangerous, Grunt.
Hey, well, who knows? Maybe I'll be the next penance.
Penance is a myth. You can't take down Dromaeosaur with a knife.
Watch me.
If you say so. What the hell?
Good evening. I'm Charlotte LaChance, and we are the Azun News Channel. It is our responsibility to keep you informed on all developments regarding the prehistoric emergence. Internet personality and activist Antoine Roux has been arrested at his home in Lyon. Joining us now is a G.P.A.C officer who was present at the arrest. Thank you for speaking with us. What led to Mr. Roux's arrest?
We received evidence that Mr. Roux was harboring a prehistoric organism deemed hazardous to France.
And what happened to the creature?
Standard pesticide protocol.
I see. And Mr. Roux?
He's been detained.
Mr. Roux was live streaming when you arrived. Were you aware of that?
No, we were not.
The footage shows you and another officer forcing entry without presenting a search order. Can you speak to that?
We had evidence he was harboring a dangerous creature. It would have been unethical to wait for authorization.
The creature in question was an arthropleura. Our research shows they feed on decaying plant matter, making them relatively harmless. Is there intelligence on this species that has not been made public?
The prehistoric emergence is a danger to every facet of our life. That includes infrastructure, agriculture, public safety.
What specific threat do arthropleura pose?
They're unnatural to France's ecosystem. They come out of holes in the ground.
What is the specific threat?
We're trying to prevent another Billings massacre.
What threat did Arthur pose?
We're giving them names now. Antoine Roux is breeding these things, promoting the very dangers of the prehistoric emergence, inciting violence against G.P.A.C operations. This is an attack on public safety.
Nothing in his content suggested...
He had a platform, and he used it to actively sabotage our livelihoods. Antoine Roux is a traitor to humanity.
Where is Mr. Roux being held?
At a detention center.
Where exactly?
That's classified.
His supporters are concerned for his safety. Will Antoine Roux receive a fair trial?
Mr. Roux will be given the treatment all prehistoric sympathizers do. Let Antoine Roux's arrest serve as a reminder. In times of global crisis, unity is not optional. Every citizen has a duty to humanity's survival. The prehistoric emergence, it is an invasion. We are fighting those that crawled out of the depths of hell, and anyone who shelters them. Humanity first. Always.